What's up, guys? So I feel like you've been waiting for this video since we announced that we got married, but I just haven't had time to record it and didn't know there was more questions. So here we are. I guess I'll start off the bat. We got married October 29th in Holland at a courthouse with two of our best friends. No one else. That was literally it. No one in our family knew this was happening until afterwards, because we told one person, then we'd have to tell the rest, and then they would want to come, and we just didn't want that. We just wanted it to be super low-key, chill. We've been together 5 years, nothing's changed, it's just legal now. We'll have a party probably this summer with our whole friends and family. Like, there will be time to celebrate, don't you worry. One question a lot of people have asked is, was there a proposal or engagement period? And there was not. We have been talking about getting married for so long, and honestly, the first time I think John mentioned it was 3 years ago in the Dominican Republic. Like, we were not at a resort in the Dominican Republic. So when I say this is like the real DR, like not a good area. Like, I couldn't leave the hotel by myself, which I guess you really shouldn't do that anyways, but it wasn't a resort area, basically is what I'm saying. And there was guys with guns at every gas station and just rough. We were in the middle of nowhere for like 3 weeks, and it was just such a different lifestyle change from how we were living here in the US that we were just so miserable, and we just wanted chocolate and burgers and just good food. Dominican food is amazing, but going from 0 to 100, it was just a lot. So we were just I remember being so miserable and just felt gross and wanted to go home. And I don't know, it was just like a really funny moment that both of us were like in that moment. Like, there are worse situations to be in, 100%. I'm not saying there isn't, but we had each other, and it was kind of like, I don't know, it was okay because we were together, even though we were so miserable in this situation. And I think he mentioned it then and kind of just got our wheels turning. And at this point in our lives, like, I know I'm young still to say this, I feel like, but to date someone with no intention of marrying them, I feel like it's just kind of a waste of time. Like, I know you learn something from every person, but if you have no intent, like, I mean, it's wasting both of your time. Like, especially if he has the intent or one of you does and the other one doesn't. So communication is key. If you're not both on the same page, then stop wasting your time. Yeah, so there was no engagement. It was just, we had been talking about it, and I think he mentioned it again when I was in Greece. And I think we just say something funny, and he'd be like, want to get married? And then be like, say yeah every time, like whatever. And so we just kind of had to take the next step to go through the process and make it happen, because as much as we didn't really want to like plan a big thing, it still takes a little bit of planning to get married, even at a courthouse. So he mentioned it in Greece, and then I got back. We didn't really talk about it until after Ireland, which was like a month later. Come to find out, he had bought my ring while I was in Greece. Didn't know this. Didn't know he had the ring until the ceremony, FYI. But he mentioned it after Ireland, and so I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna apply for a marriage license. And so I got online, did that, realized that you only have 33 days after applying for a marriage license to get married, in Michigan at least. So I was like, oh shit, like, we need to do this. So I asked my best friend Haley if she would be able to fly in. She was gonna be home the week after, but John wasn't gonna be home, so like we just couldn't get a good day. So she had to actually make another trip, which is so nice of her to do. And she came from Minnesota. I feel like I keep fidgeting. Okay, chill. So she came from Minnesota, and we finally got a day to work out for everyone. And I was calling around to a bunch of different like courthouses, and the one closest to us only had like 1 p.m. and we got married on a Monday. Random, I know. The courthouse in our county didn't have the time we needed because John would be in Grand Rapids for practice. So then I started calling Grand Rapids courthouses, and then some of them only do like Tuesdays and Thursdays, and some don't do marriages at all. And then somehow I called Holland, which it ended up great because Holland is such a cute city. And so we got dinner afterwards, and it was a good day. So I ended up calling Holland, and they finally had like an opening. So Holland from here where we live is probably an hour and a half, but from where John was, it was probably like 20, 30 minutes. So we made that work. We were almost late actually, Haley and I, because Haley got us a cake and we had to go to East Lansing. So we had to go 20 minutes east to get this cake and then out to Holland. So it was almost 2-hour drive for us for this cake, and we were almost late. A little stressful, but we got there and we had our 5-minute ceremony. And it was good. We were, I didn't know really what to expect from it, and it was $10 to get married, so really breaking the bank for us. And John was kind of screwing around, being a dummy like he usually is. He just hates serious things, and it was kind of serious. I mean, but marriage is serious, so they have to know like we're not doing this because we met last night. But John was goofing off a bit, and the magistrate got a little annoyed at one point, so it was kind of funny. Yeah, so 5-minute ceremony. They didn't make it religious or anything, which I was kind of like not worried about, but it's just we're not religious, so I didn't know if he would like ask us or not, but he didn't, and it wasn't religious or anything. It was super like repeat after me, I do, like whatever. And he didn't say you may kiss the bride, but we kissed afterwards anyways, just because it was cute and it was official. So then we got dinner after. We told our parents first. We weren't really, like, I wasn't planning on announcing it at all, actually, but we wanted to make sure that our family knew before, like, someone we saw the next day, because if it got back to them somehow, they'd probably be mad. So we just wanted to be the ones to tell them. So it was late on Monday, and I texted both of my parents. Our family's reactions were not bad. I mean, kind of what I expected, I guess. So I texted my dad and told him, and his response was just so him. He responded, OMG. That was really it. That was it. Didn't call me, like I thought he would call me after, and he didn't. He told me it took him a bit to process after, but again, literally nothing has changed. Like, John's been a part of the family for 5 years. My mom texted me back the next morning and was like, oh, I kind of saw this happening. Like, I didn't know how you guys would do that since John doesn't really like attention and blah, blah. So she said she had dreams about it happening that way. So, and then she got a little mad because she thought people knew before her, and like everyone knew before she did, and she didn't. And so she was fine once she figured that out. But that was why we did it this way, so we could just exclude everyone and not worry about hurting one specific person's feelings. I don't know. Yeah, that was fine. John's mom thought we were lying. I mean, we were gonna tell her anyways, but we were like, oh, so just so you know, like, we did get married. And she just kind of laughed, and she was like, she thought we were lying. Like, she did not think we were telling the truth. And so she was like, okay, like, whatever. She was like, when's your anniversary, John? And then he was like, no, Mom, like, I'm serious. And she was like, oh, well, congratulations. Like, it was very chill, which is fine. Like, I didn't expect or want any over-the-top reactions or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, life is the same. My name's just different, and I keep forgetting to say husband. So that's how it's going. I think the most asked question actually is about my ring. I haven't posted a picture, I don't know why, but I'll give you guys the details because I am truly obsessed with it. And I was able to pick it out, and I'm so picky about these kind of things. If I'm wearing something, I want to love it, and I do. So it is moissanite, actually. I think that's how you say it, but it's not a diamond. We got it off Etsy. It's got like cute little twisty details on it, on the band. And these are separate. I got the band off Etsy afterwards. John just got this one for me. It is 2.1 carats. I think it was a little under $2,000. I love it. I mean, I know actually diamonds are so overpriced. Like, they're not as rare as we think they are, but the fact that people, like, everyone keeps buying them for how expensive they are is why, like, they can keep charging those prices basically. So I just wanted to go a different route, save some money and put it into our house. And I love it. Like, I literally, like, I think it's so pretty to me. So that's really all that matters, I guess. Yeah, I'll link it below, and in case you guys like it or want to shop the shop that I got it from. I got the band from the same shop that John got the ring from. And I wasn't gonna get a band, and then mostly because I didn't know if anything would look good with like twisty design of the ring, but then I found a twisty band, and so it all looks good together, and I love it. So yeah, that is our marriage ring update stuff, and I hope you enjoyed this. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.